Okay, hi grade 5. So I want to talk to you guys today about fractions. Don't just have to be circles and squares. Fractions can be anything that we divide up equally. So my lovely assistant Zoe here is going to help me today, and we are looking at this bowl of fruit that happened to be on our table. So although we have oranges and avocado and a mango and some bananas, although these are not all the same thing, we can divide this bowl of fruit up into. What are you doing? You know what you're shooting me with?
What?
You're grounded.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna say hi at least.
Hi. Mom's plan.
Yeah, okay.
It was.
So you don't get in trouble. Alright, so even though these are not all the same items, we can still divide this bowl up into a fraction. So let's just take out the oranges. We have 1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's one more there.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, we have 6 oranges. Put these down here. Alright, so my marker, we have 6 oranges.
Stick your pinky when you write. You're like,
Shut up. Don't make fun of me. Alright, bananas, we have 4 bananas. Four bananas. Alright, we have 2 mangoes.
8 avocado.
To keep my pinky in. Mangoes. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 avocados. Alright, I'm going to put these back. Okay, give Zoe a hand. Thank you, Zoe, for showing up. You can leave now.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll go this way. Cause...
Okay.
Hi.
Alright, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 pieces of fruit in our bowl. Not just circles and shapes, or cakes even can be divided into pieces and fractions. Anything at all. So my bowl of fruit, there's 20 pieces altogether, and these are the fractions. These are the numbers of the fruit that are in the bowl. Now they're different fruit, but they represent all the fruit in the bowl. So there's 8 20ths of the bowl is avocados. There's 2 20ths are mangoes. 4 20ths are bananas, and 6 20ths are orange. So just be able to recognize, like let's look at all the students in our classroom. There's 16 of us in the classroom. Okay, 16 students. So that means that if each student represents 1, which you do, okay, so there's 16 of you, okay, and if we take all the kids in the front row, so we take Emmanuel and Emma and Jake and Julia and Ashlyn, there's 5 of you in the front row, all right, 5/16 of the students in our classroom sit in the front row, all right, so the denominator for our classroom is 16, because that's how many students there are, and that's what we're dividing it into. The students in the front row is the numerator. Okay, 5 of you sit in the front row. So we looked at our classroom. There's 16 of us, 16 of you in the classroom, and so each of you is an equal member. So likewise, you could take a family. Let's see if I can find a family somewhere. Oh, there's one. Come on in. This is my family. All right, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us in my family. So the denominator that we would talk about in my family is the number 5. Now, of my family were each in equal parts. So let's look at the number of girls in my family versus the number of boys in my family. So there are 1, 2, 3 girls in my family. That means 3/5 of my family are girls. And there's 1, 2 boys in my family, which means 2/5 of my family are boys. Now I want you to look at something real carefully. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Good. 3 girls plus 2 boys equals 5 members of my family. Now, how many of people in my family are parents? 1, 2. Good. There are 2 parents in my family. And how many people in my family are children? Sorry, Zoe. 1, 2, 3 people in my family are children. Again, notice 1 plus 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. There's 5 of us, okay? Now let's look at this. How many people in my family are teenagers? Well, there's 2 people in my family who are teenagers.
Sorry, Jeff.
1, 2. How many people in my family are over the age of 40? 2. And how many people in my family
At the bay.
like skateboarding? Well, I do too. But how many are under the age of 12? 1. Sorry, Jack, you're under the age of 12.
I'm almost 12 at least.
Enjoy it while it lasts. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. There's still 5 members of my family. So you can break up this in any different way that you want to. All right? How many people in my family right now are wearing black? Well,
I black.
1, 2, 3/5 of my family is wearing black.
Hey,
So-
I'm wearing black.
You can look at anything at all and divide those things up. As long as you're dividing the things up equally, we're talking about fractions. So you can take your family, you can take all the food in your fridge, you could take every chip in a bag of chips, you could take all the hairs on your head, all right? You can divide anything up, and as long as you divide it up equally, you're talking about fractions. Remember, the bottom number, the denominator, tells you how many things we're talking about, and the numerator tells us which one of those things we're expressing. So one of those things is my 16-year-old daughter, and so 1/5 of my family is a 16-year-old daughter. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Now get off the screen. Shoot. Okay, there'll be some work for you guys to do inside the Google Classroom, so go there ahead and do that. Listen, make sure that when you finish the work in Google Classroom that you press the up top, it says mark as done. Make sure you press that, select that. That indicates to me that you did the work, and it shows up on my screen that it's completed. So make sure you do that after you finish your tasks. All right, have fun. Bye. Is avocado a fruit?